pure, not accidental. No, I'm sure you're not needed, show you the door, but what's that?
When people think calisthenics, they usually picture pull-ups, push-ups and more advanced skills. But quite often, they forget all about the leg day. But if you want to build real strength, balance and not look like a triangle on two sticks, well, you've got to train your legs too.
In a calisthenics split, we break training into push, pull and legs. Leg day is where we hit the quads, glutes, hamstrings and calves, all with body weight.
So today I'm gonna walk you through full calisthenics leg day you can do anywhere, with progressions for beginners and more advanced variations if you want to challenge. Let's get into it. As always though, we can skip the warm-up. Again, we have many options how to get our blood flowing, warm up our joints and get ready for the load.
We'll start with leg swings to open up the hips and get blood flowing into the legs. Keep your core tight, hold onto something for balance if you need, and swing your legs in a controlled motion. Don't just throw it up. Think smooth and controlled forward and backward. Do about 10 to 15 swings per side, then switch to side swings to loosen up the hips even more. Next up, leg and hip circles. These are great for loosening up the hip joints and improving mobility before squats and lunges. Again, hold on to something for better support, then start making circles with your leg forward and backward. Try to use the maximum range while maintaining balance and straight torso. Then place your hands on your hips, shift your weight slightly and start making slow, controlled circles. Really move from the hips. Go about 5 to 10 circles in each direction. Now let's get into some ankle mobility. Strong mobile ankles are key for squats, lunges and especially balance and single leg work. Start by making slow ankle circles in both directions. Then you can add some calf raises and stretch. Be gentle but persistent. Don't rush this, just a few reps to wake up the ankles and calves. Last part of the warm-up, Cossack squats. These are a bit advanced but perfect for opening up your hips and stretching the inner thighs before leg training. Start with your feet wide, then shift your weight to one side, bending that knee while keeping the other leg straight. Try to keep your heel down and chest upright as you go low. Move side to side in a smooth, controlled rhythm.
Now that we're warmed up, we can get into the main workout.
Let's not complicate things. We will split our main workout into 3 main parts, plus one finisher if you feel like it. We'll start with something we already did during the warm-up, and that is bodyweight squats.
Squats are a foundation of all leg training. Keep your feet about shoulder width apart, chest up and lower down as if you're sitting into a chair. Go as low as your mobility allows while keeping your heels on the ground. Control the movement on the way down and push through the heels to stand back up. Try to keep your back straight to avoid any butt wing, which is a posterior tilt of the pelvis occurring towards the bottom of the squat. It's not really a problem here, but when lifting weights, this could be a sign of poor form. Go for 3 times 10 to 15 reps, but of course if it's too easy, you can add volume anytime. If bodyweight squats feel too easy, you can add resistance by holding something heavy, like a backpack, water jug or weight plate if you have one. The form stays exactly the same, but the added load makes the movement more challenging and helps build strength. Just make sure you're still moving with control, not letting the weight pull you forward. Once regular bodyweight squats start feeling too easy, another great way to level up is by moving to Bulgarian split squat. This is basically a single leg squat with your back foot elevated. It forces your front leg to do most of the work, which makes it way more challenging on your quads and glutes while also testing your balance. The setup is simple. Stand a couple of steps in front of a bench or surface, place one foot behind you and squat down with the other leg. Keep your chest tall, go slow and controlled, and really push through your front heel. Start with body weight, and if you want to push it further, you can add weight with a backpack or slow the tempo down.
Again, if Bulgarians are too easy, you can always add some external weight.
Weighted Bulgarians are great for building stability and strength that carries over into skills like pistol squats and explosive jumps. The load forces your core to work harder, and because you're on one leg, even small imbalance gets exposed. Keep the movement slow and controlled. If you can't hold balance with weight, it's a sign to go back and clean up the bodyweight version first.
Pistol squats are an advanced calisthenics move, but if it's something you would like to learn and it might be too difficult for you now, don't worry, there are certain progressions that you can try to make it easier.
Pistol squats are tough, so start with a bench or box. Stand on one leg, extend the other forward and lower down until you lightly touch the bench. Push back up through your heel with control. This builds strength and balance without going too deep too soon. As you improve, use a lower bench until you're ready for the full pistol squat. If straightening your leg out in a pistol squat feels impossible, again, try using a bench. Sit back on one leg while the other legs drop freely off the side. No need to keep it straight. This way you can still train the single leg squat pattern, build strength and balance, and work toward the full pistol without being blocked by mobility. A great way to build up to pistol squats is by doing negatives. Start standing on one leg, extend the other out, and slowly lower yourself all the way down with control. Use both legs to stand back up. This teaches you to balance and strength needed for the bottom position, and over time it makes the full pistol squat much more achievable.
See you later, mate. All the best, all the best. Something real, something raw, not accidental, no, I'm sure. Something real, something raw, not accidental, no, I'm sure, nah.
For this exercise we're gonna lay down, so if you've got any yoga mats or a blanket, you are free to use it.
Lie on your back with your feet flat and knees bent. Press through your heels to lift your hips up. Squeeze your glutes at the top, then lower with control. Keep your core engaged so you're not arching your lower back. This is great for building glute and hamstring strength, and it also teaches you how to engage your posterior chain before moving to harder progressions. Remember to keep your knees straight and prevent them from collapsing to either side.
If this is too easy, we're gonna do the one leg variation.
To make the glute bridge harder, switch to a single leg version. Plant one foot firmly on the ground, lift the other leg straight up and drive through the heel to raise your hips. Squeeze the glutes at the top, then lower slowly. This really isolates each side, builds balance and gets your hamstrings working together.
Next one is lunges. Again, there are several progressions for beginners and for more advanced. I'm gonna talk about all of them, so you can choose which one suits you the best.
Step forward with one leg, lower until both knees are at about 90 degrees. Then push back through your front heel to stand up. Keep your chest tall, your core engaged, and make sure the front knee tracks over the toes without caving in. Lunges are great for building quads and glutes while also improving balance and coordination.
Again, be mindful about what your knee is doing. You don't want it to be collapsing on one or the other side, but again, as always, we want to keep it as straight as possible. Once you have mastered the previous progression, this one is gonna be a no-brainer. It's walking lunges.
Step forward into a lunge, then instead of pushing back, bring your back leg forward into the next step. Keep your chest upright and move with control. Don't rush. Walking lunges build strength, balance and coordination, and they hit the quads and glutes even harder because of the continuous movement.
To make it even more fun, you can do the reverse walking lunges.
Instead of stepping forward, step back into a lunge and then bring the front leg back to center before stepping the other leg behind. Again, keep your chest tall and move slowly.
All variations of lunges can also be done with external weight. Now, it's good to say that when doing lunges, it would be more useful to have actually two weights so that you have one for each hand, because that way you stay more balanced. But hey, you gotta roll with what you have.
Weighted lunges challenge your legs and glutes even more and help you build strength faster. Just make sure to maintain control and proper form as you step. Add weight as necessary to really keep progressing.
Now, if you are more advanced and want something really special, you can try my all-time favorite, the dragon squat.
I'm sure you're not needed, show you the door. What's that, yeah, are you sure? Yeah, that's a rental, yeah, what for? Lying, nothing in the core. Buying, yeah, what for? But do what I need to, always sure. Knocking in the door, knocking in it one time, knocking in the door.
Dragon squat is really difficult and it requires a lot of strength, flexibility and also mobility. So if you are a beginner, really stick with the progressions I just showed you, and this can wait. On the other hand, if you are more advanced and would really like to try this or learn it, let me know down in the comments and I will gladly make a separate video only on how to do a dragon squat.
And together with dragon squats, I will introduce sissy squats as well, which is another great way to push your limits and build real calisthenic strength for bulletproof legs.
Alright, it's almost time to wrap it up, but before we do so, we still have to hit our calves, and I've got a finisher for you, just to make things interesting.
Calf raises on an elevated surface really help stretch and strengthen your calves. Stand on the edge with your heels hanging off and slowly raise up onto your toes, then lower down for a deep stretch. If you need extra stability, hold onto a wall or railing. Focus on controlled movements and aim for a slow squeeze at the top to really activate your calves. This can start being easy really fast, so again, you are free to use any weights.
Especially important in calisthenics is your core, and leg day is a perfect opportunity to hit it at least a little bit.
Start with knee raises on the bar to build core strength and control. Hang from the bar, engage your core and lift your knees toward your chest in a slow, controlled motion. Once you've got the hang of it, progress to leg raises or toes to bars. Keep your legs straight and lift them all the way up to touch the bar, really working your abs and hip flexors. Focus on control over speed to maximize core activation and avoid any swinging.
That's your calisthenics leg day. Squats, lunges, hip hinges, and a finisher. Stick with the hardest progression you can do with good form and keep leveling up. Cool! Last time we covered push day, today leg day. Stay tuned for pull day, which is coming your way very soon.
Hello, something real, something raw, not accidental, no I'm sure. You're not needed, show you the door. What's that, yeah, are you sure? Yeah, that's a rental, yeah, but a bore, lying, nothing in the core, buying.